Good morning. It's my Jeep, and it's Saturday, March 13th, 2021. And today, I'm going to be working on some different items. I got held up again on something I was working on. I was trying to complete my lift kit for this right front. And I made a mistake here. I had the lift spacer in, had it good and tight, and then I remember I didn't put any Loctite or anything. It didn't say I don't recall the paperwork saying to put Loctite, but I decided to pull it back out and put the Loctite on it. That was a self-tapping bolt. And when I tried to reinstall it, the bolt would not tighten up. And so I don't know, I went to the hardware store, I got me some new bolts. I couldn't find any self-tapping. I'm gonna have to go get a tap for this. Had to go to the next size bolt, 9/16 from a 1/2 inch, I believe. I'm gonna try that, but while I'm waiting on all that, I'm gonna move on to some other items that I have to get done anyway. I'm gonna go ahead, I've changed out all my fluids except for this front differential case. I'm gonna do that. I'm fixing to do that here just a few minutes. And these tie rod ends, this one and that one, go ahead and change those out, and when I get that completed, I'll figure out something else. I've got a lot of things that need to be done on this thing. I would have liked to got that spring and shock in, but I'm gonna have to hold off on that for right now. Anyway, if I make any progress, I'll give you an update. My Jeep out. This is a My Jeep update. I just took the cover off the front differential and dumped the fluid, and I'm trying to inspect. I really don't know much about the gears and things in these differentials. I didn't see any metal anywhere. There might have been some small, tiny flecks on the magnet on the cover. I didn't find any metal inside. And anyway, I'm cleaning it out, checking the gears, and for a second there, I thought my pinion gear was froze up, messed up, but I just wasn't pushing it hard enough, but it turns on its own. So, but anyway, and the internal gears there, I don't know if you can see those. Anyway, I'm looking at all the gears, and I didn't really see any damage, but as I've said before, I'm no expert, but I'm debating whether I should change out these bearings and seals before I put this back together. I may just do that. I'm going to check on it, see how high up the ladder that job is, and see if it's something that I can handle. But I'm gonna check on that, and any progress, I'll give you an update. I'm just finding odds and ends to do and looking, inspecting. I got new axles. I'm not sure. Nothing looks really bad. I got the Carfax report on this thing, but I can't find any major work that's been done on this thing at 100,000 miles and 100 50,000 miles, at 200,000 miles. All I found is that service. That's all they've got listed. So probably the only way I'm going to find out anything is call some of those dealers. They were in Massachusetts and Connecticut. And then the vehicle moved down here to Florida in 2011. So down here. So maybe if I make some calls, I might be able to find out something. But nothing really looks that bad. But like I said, I really don't know. So anyway, my Jeep, I'll update later with any progress. Out for now. That's my Jeep update for Saturday. Still Saturday morning, and I'm gonna have to break off for a couple of minutes and go back to YouTube and see if I can find some info on how to get these tie rod ends off. I have really put some muscle into it, can't figure out how to break these things. I've taken that bolt loose, I've shot them with PB Blaster, and I've had to use a monkey wrench, but I cannot get it to break. So I'm gonna go check on that, and we'll have another update later. My Jeep out. And good morning, it's my Jeep. March 14th, 2021. And I'm doing just a little bit of work on the Jeep this morning. Not gonna get into a whole lot of stuff today, being Sunday. Relax a little bit, but I am doing some work, and I made a little progress on this rough country spacer. I had talked about it earlier. I had installed it, and then remember I didn't put any Loctite on the self-tapping bolt. I pulled it out, and when I went to reinstall it, the bolt would not tighten up. So you can see I got it reinstalled, and what I did, I got me the next size bolt in threads, but I could not find the self-tapping bolt, so I tapped the hole. I put the new bolt in, and it tightened right up. I haven't torqued it yet because I'm worried about it stripping out, because that's going up in aluminum. But anyway, I did make a little progress there. Now on my front end, on these front end, these steering bars, which are actually the proper name, or adjusting sleeves. I put brake fluid on there, which was a suggestion from a mechanic next door, and he said that's better than the PB Blaster. I left them overnight, and I still could not break them with these tie rod ends with these two pipe wrenches. So when he gets back later today, he's going to try to break them for me. But I'm ready to order some more adjusting sleeves. I've already got them set up at Amazon. Both of them are Moog. And if he can't break them loose, I'm going to go ahead and order those two sleeves. Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. And looks like I'm not going to get this finished before we go on our trip. I don't know, I might. Seems like I keep running into problems that slow me down. And anyway, I've also got the cover to the front differential, cleaned it up and painted it. I'm gonna wait to reinstall that, because I made the bearings and seals look pretty nice, pretty good. I don't see no damage in there. I don't have no leaks.
in that area, but I don't know the service record of that, if any of that's ever been changed out. And this thing has 202,000 miles on it. I'm gonna make a decision on where to change out the bearings and seals. I'm gonna do it. This would be the time to do it when I got everything apart. Anyway, I'll be making that decision here pretty soon. And any progress, I'll do another update. That's my Jeep out. My Jeep update Sunday morning. Yes, I'm using the spring compressor. I was able to get the spring out pretty easy with the body frame lifted pretty high, but I'm gonna have to use the compressor to get it back in. I'll update you a little bit later if I have any success. My Jeep out. Here's my Jeep Sunday morning. Just another quick update. Yeah, I've got this spring somewhat installed. It's not completely in place yet. This is all new to me. Never done it before. So I'm still working on trying to get it in adjustment there. You know, still got to get seated in the bottom and a little bit yet in the top. So anyway, that's what I'm working on now. My Jeep out for now. Yeah, that's my Jeep update. Sunday early afternoon. Yeah, and every time I get up underneath here, I try to look around, inspect, see if I can find any other things that need to be looked into. This is a new upper control arm. I'm gonna hold off connecting it because until I get everything back in place, and the spring, I think I still need to make some adjustments there. I'm not going to connect that yet. I got a new bushing in this bracket that comes off the axle. Now, one of the things I've found I'm going to have to check out is when I got this Jeep, the front drive shaft was off and it was in the rear, and I figured to save gas, they probably pulled it so they could go to two-wheel drive, but I'm not so sure now because I was checking this out and I got a little bit of noise and hear that, and I don't think that slack and that noise is supposed to be there. So I've got a new drive shaft for it, but I've got to check that out now. I may have to, I don't know if it's what's causing that. It could be a bad bearing. It could be something to do with the differential gears in there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check into it, and this would be the time to repair it while I got everything tore down, because I got plenty of room here. And that's the update for now. My Jeep out. This is my Jeep, still Sunday evening now, after 5, March 14th, 2021. And summing it up today, didn't do a whole lot. Made a little progress though. I got 2 of my tie rod ends on. My neighbor over there, the mechanic, he came over, he had to help me. We had to, I couldn't get them off this morning after lubing them up real good and leaving them overnight, but we both got together with 2 big pipe wrenches and we got the old ones off. These are the new ones on this end right here, and they're not in there all the way because I've got the measurements. I've got to I'm gonna wait till I get the other end, the other tie rod ends off on the other side, and set up the measurements, and then I'll put them in with the right number of threads. Anyway, I got my spring in, my coil spring in, my lift kit. I got the back side of my upper control arm. I just got it in there and I don't have it tightened. And I'm gonna have to, when I finish getting the shocks and some of this, I've got to get the knuckle, the hub, rotor, all that on, then I'll finish putting that upper control arm on and the sway bar, because I want a little bit of adjustment in that axle if I need it. But anyway, I got a list of things this week that I'll be doing. Tomorrow I got to break off and do yard work, because I've been disregarding yard work now for a couple of weeks. Just doing my, anyway, it's piling up on me. So it might be a couple of days before I do anything. Anyway, that's the update for Sunday, March 14th. My Jeep out. Beautiful. Everyone should be proud of that flag. Do not dishonor it.